Meal count forms need to be completed daily. You will find your site-specific meal count forms in food service docs under your site's name. You will need to print 2 forms every day, one for breakfast and one for lunch. Only use pencil when filling out the forms. Once forms are printed, you will have to fill in basic information for meal service that day. Delivery time is when the meals were delivered. The date is the date of meal service. Next, fill in the number of meals received that morning, number of leftover meals from the day before. This should match line 8 from the previous day's meal count form. Then, add those 2 numbers together to get the total meals available. This number is referred to later as line 1. Now you are ready for meal service. In the first meals served to children section, cross off a number for every student meal you serve. If you are at an SRS site and teachers are picking up meals, you need to collect daily student rosters from teachers. When teachers come to pick up meals, they need to bring you a copy of their student roster for that day. You will use this student roster to know how many meals to mark on the daily meal count form. If your site is also a meal distribution site, you will use the same breakfast and lunch daily meal count forms as you do for other meals distributed that day. Once all SRS teachers have collected breakfast and lunch for that day, you will use the SL10 lunch SRS roster and the SL10.1 breakfast SRS roster to consolidate all teacher-provided student rosters onto one SL10.1 for breakfast and one SL10 for lunch each day. The second meals served to children section should be blank. We are not serving second meals. Meals served to program adults are when food and nutrition staff have a meal. Meals served to non-program adults is when all other adults buy a meal for $2. The additional children requesting meals section should not have any slash marks. If you are running low on meals, contact your central kitchen. If you serve over 150 meals to children or 10 meals to adults, start using page 2. If you serve over 250 meals to children or 20 meals to adults, use page 3 for children or page 3 for non-program adults. Make sure the date is filled out on top of page 2, and the date, delivery time, and meal type are filled out on page 3 if used. The total sections on page 1 should list the total number of meals served, not just the marks on page 1. At the end of service, write in the total number of meals marked to the totals sections. Line 2, total first meals. Line 3, total second meals, should always be 0. Line 4, total program adult meals. Line 5, total non-program adults. Add line 2 through 5 to get the total meals served for line 6. Line 7 is for any damaged or incomplete meals. Now, to calculate your leftover meals for line 8. Line 8 is line 6 plus line 7 minus line 1. Finally, fill in line 9, your total number of items. Here's how you'll do that. Add total meals served, line 6, plus total damaged or incomplete, line 7, plus leftover meals, line 8. Line 9 should equal the total meals available number at the top in line 1. Once completed, sign and date the bottom. Place breakfast and lunch meal count forms behind the consolidated meal count form for breakfast or lunch. Continue doing this until you have the whole week. Fill out the weekly consolidated form for breakfast and lunch daily. If you are at an SRS site, include the daily roster behind each day's breakfast and lunch daily meal count form. Each Friday, you'll place your paperwork into 2 envelopes. Envelope 1 contains packets 1 and 2. Packet 1 contains the breakfast consolidated meal count form, followed by the Monday breakfast daily meal count form, and the Monday breakfast roster if you are at an SRS site. Continue this pattern for the rest of the week. Packet 1 also contains the lunch consolidated meal count form, followed by the Monday lunch daily meal count form and the Monday lunch roster if you are at an SRS site. Continue this pattern for the rest of the week. Hold packet 1 together with a paperclip on the side. Packet 2 will have the timesheets, temperature logs, and weekly sanitation inspection. Packet 2 will have the daily staff time and attendance sheets for the week. These will be paper clipped on top Monday through Friday. Packet 2 will also contain the SL3 and the SL123.1 temperature logs for the week and the weekly sanitation inspection. The SL123.1 is only for SRS sites. Place the time and attendance sheets on top, followed by the temperature logs, and then the weekly sanitation checklist. Put both parts of Packet 2 together with a paperclip on the side. Place Packet 1 and 2 in Envelope 1. Envelope 2 will contain Packet 3, the SL11s for the week and the money. Paperclip the SL11s together on the top with Monday 1st and Friday on the bottom. Write your site name on the front of the envelope and place the SL11s and money in Envelope 2. Envelope 1 and 2 will be picked up on Mondays. Thank you.